Alright, we will give it a couple minutes while I go make some coffee for people to come in if they want to, and we will get started with the Legends race at Atlanta. Alright, boys and girls, here we go. Get this situated here real quick. What are we doing? Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's see what these guys can do at Atlanta, and then we will come into the community race after we do the Legends here. We'll have 44 laps here at Atlanta, and we are gonna start qualifying, and we will move this over.
Drivers, to your cars.
And we will let the qualifying play out here and see who ends up where. Then we'll accelerate to get the race started. It would have been pretty cool if it could have spread that out a little bit with the people qualifying, the AI drivers. That would have been nice. Alright, time's starting to come in there. It's like Kurt Busch at the front there. Or actually, it could be Kyle. I think 18's Kyle, isn't it? Mark Martin down 26. He has struggled in this season. I haven't seen him do much at all. Of course, he is racing against really good drivers. So, Dale Jarrett to the front. Just over a minute left. Gordon's up there. Dale Earnhardt's up there. Labonte's up there. Just over half a minute. Joey Logano in 10th. That looks like that'll set your field there with Dale Jarrett taking the pole. Session complete. So on to happy hour. Go ahead and start the race session. Get our stuff situated here.
Drivers, to your cars.
Not what I was trying to do. Alright, accelerate that to about the 5-minute mark. Make it big. Get rid of that stuff. And then in a couple of minutes we'll bring up the overlays. I went into the files and upped the poly rate, so I'm curious to see. It looks really good on my screen anyway. I hope that makes it look even better on you guys' end, but it seems smooth so far, so hopefully it'll stay smooth when we get the overlays up here. Carl Edwards dives to the inside. Looks like somebody back there's got car trouble already. Couldn't see who that was. Got Jarrett, Baker, and Edwards all fighting it out here. Got Earnhardt right behind them. As well as Labonte, Terry. Looks like Jeff Gordon right behind that. Earnhardt closing the distance here. Alright, let's see about getting our overlays up here. Earnhardt checking out the pass there. I see Richard Petty's car back there, but he's quite a ways back. Earnhardt and Edwards still battling it out. Earnhardt's going to squeak in front there with the inside line. Edwards, with a little bit of a run off the corner, is able to squeak it back out. Edwards will lead that lap. Edwards and Earnhardt battling. Neither one giving in. Well, Earnhardt takes up a position behind Edwards as I say that. Giving up the lead for the moment. 44 laps. I don't think they're going to have to pit at all. They may do so if there's some kind of caution, but if not, I doubt we'll see a pit. Other than having car trouble. Earnhardt looking to the inside again. And the pack seemingly kind of catching up with him a little bit here. Earnhardt squeaks the nose in front again. Gordon trying to work his way up there. Earnhardt trying to lead this lap again. Edwards wants to lead back. He swings inside of him. Can Dale get a run off the corner to keep the lead? 3 and 4 wide behind these guys. Earnhardt keeping a little bit of a nose in front there. And he holds them off for the moment. Edwards not quite enough to get the pass done just yet. It looks like Jimmy Johnson up there behind Dale Jarrett. He moves down to work with his teammate Jeff Gordon. Well, I thought they were going to work together. He ducks to the inside of Gordon to try to get by him. So Jimmy Johnson trying to become a factor here. As Earnhardt continues to keep the lead. Johnson moves inside of Edwards to try and take second. Trying to get in front of Earnhardt on the low line. Can Earnhardt get a run off the corner to keep him at bay? So far he's done so. Johnson with a pretty good car. Earnhardt surges back in front a little bit off the turn. Two-car battle with Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt at the moment. Earnhardt surges back to the lead. Johnson staying right there with him. Not been able to get by him just yet. Earnhardt holding everybody off for the moment. Still plenty of racing left. Not quite the halfway yet. Did Johnson get a nose in front finally? Looks like he might have. Oh, he did. Earnhardt gets it off the turn. No, Johnson back in front again. Earnhardt with a run off the corner. And Johnson will get to lead that lap. Can he keep the lead? Earnhardt seems pretty content with that high line. Johnson is clear now, though. Pretty decent pack racing for a while. Now it's starting to thin out a little. Jimmy Johnson still leading, not quite halfway yet, a couple more laps to halfway. But he is starting to pull away a bit, so it makes you wonder if anybody's got a car that can deal with him. It's the only thing I don't like about having the races short enough that there's no pits, is that you don't see him do any adjustments on the car that might change the leader. But you know, you run that thin line to where if your races take too long, you lose the audience's interest. Although, you know, I got a viewer of 1 right now, so it's not like I'm gonna lose too much interest, right? So I don't know. We'll see. After this season, I may up the race length. I'm not sure yet. Although, hoping to have the Madden stuff ready by the time this season's over for the racing, so we may not do another season of the racing. We'll see. Have to see what kind of comments we get and likes or whatever on the videos, if anybody's interested in it. See what camera one gives us here. Thought it looked like Earnhardt and Edwards were kind of closing the gap on Johnson there for a little bit, but I could be wrong about that. We are a little over halfway now. 20 more laps out of 44. See what spectators got here. Johnson continues to lead. Earnhardt and Carl Edwards right behind him, followed by Jeff Gordon. And is that Kevin Harvick? I couldn't tell. No, it's Rex White. Come back after this race with the community race, as we did the Legends first this time. And we'll do that in about 18 laps. It does seem like Edwards and Earnhardt have closed the gap a little bit on Johnson here. There might be a race at the end of this one. Oh yeah, Earnhardt's certainly picking up space. Can see it there. Well, Johnson might have pulled away a little bit again. I'm sure they'll get more aggressive as we go on here. 17 laps left. Edwards looks like he's getting aggressive now. Well, maybe not. I thought he, on that other angle, it looked like he had closed the gap quite a bit on that low line. Actually, Earnhardt, here comes Earnhardt on the outside. And he gets a nose in front to lead that lap. So definitely have two cars capable of winning this thing. Maybe 3 to 5. Not sure if those other ones got. Here comes Richard Petty out of nowhere. He's in that next gap there, behind these 4 or 5. He was way back in the back when we saw him earlier. Be nice to see him get a top 10 if he can get up there and stay up there. Johnson pulls back in front. Not quite sure what happened to Earnhardt there. Seemed like he had enough car to stay with him. There comes Richard. I'll tell you what, they look like they're getting closer, don't they? Is it just me? You got 14 laps to go. If they could get up there with 5 to 10 to go, they might actually have a shot at doing something. Just gonna have to use a lot of car to get there is all. So I'm not sure if they'll have any car left. Johnson continues to lead after Earnhardt got another lap lead in there. I don't know, it sure does look like they're closing the gap back there, but it could just be me wishful thinking. So 13 laps to go. Does anybody have anything for Johnson here? He's kind of fallen off a little bit behind him, it looks like. Maybe they pressured him and he decided to start driving his car. Maybe he wasn't pushing it as much as it looked like he was. I tell you what, it sure does look like they're getting closer, but again, it could just be me. Two more to 10 left. I just don't know if those guys, even if they are gaining, I just don't know if they have enough time. 11 to go. That would be some kind of race though, wouldn't it? Somebody back there can close the gap and make a race of it at the end. That'd be awesome. But I don't think they're gonna quite get there. I don't believe. 10 to go. I think they let him get too far away. I'll tell you what, Rex White, an old-time driver, he's holding his own here. Still in the top 5. Carl Edwards trying to push Johnson a little bit here. 9 to go. Uh-oh, here comes Gordon. We're going to have the battle of the teammates at the end here. Edwards can't quite get there. Gordon's been biding his time back there in 4th for most of this race. He could still have some car left. He's trying to get around Earnhardt. Is he going to come up here and take the race away from his teammate? Got a nose in front of Earnhardt. He's looking for Edwards now. Still plenty of time with 8 to go. Yeah, I don't think the cars behind them are going to be a factor here. I don't think they got enough time. Gordon's not... doesn't look like he's gaining anymore, but he could be slowing down a little bit, waiting till closer to 5 or so. Yeah, they won't get there in time. What's up, Center? Thanks for stopping by, Bo. Gordon's the one I was watching. He started moving up from 4th there, but he's kind of stalled out, so I don't know if he'll challenge his teammate or not. Yeah, I was kind of hoping Richard would get up there, but he's not going to have enough time. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Yeah, I got this one, and I got a community drivers race we're going to do after this. I'll probably cut the stream off. That's just easier to load them to YouTube that way. And bring the next race back, but... usually do the Legends last, but this week I already had the... title and everything in there, so just did Legends first. Which I don't know how familiar you are with the PGA Tour golf game, but that's where the community drivers came from. All the people I've met in that. Gordon has fallen off. Doesn't look like he's going to have anything for his teammate. Five to go. Rex White still back there biding his time, but I think he's starting to drop off a little bit as well. Johnson's car may be too strong. Yeah, Gordon's really fallen off after trying to move up for a minute there. Yeah, you might be right there. They don't seem to be working together too well, though. Three to go. We'll see if they start pushing it a little bit more here. 2 to go. Nobody's challenging just yet. May not have a car left to get him. Hey, what's up, D? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, he's, I think he's gonna take it. Jimmy Johnson, just too strong, looks like. Doing alright today, Dwayne? We played a little bit of Fork Knife last night. I thought you'd be jumping in, but I never did see you. Yeah, doesn't look like anybody's gonna have anything left for these guys. I think it's the Mix 19, if that's what you mean. MENCS 19, I believe that's the one it is. And Jimmy Johnson will take it. Got pushed a little bit late, but not. Nobody had a car that could deal with him. Just another day, been under the weather. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, and being sick is never good. Yeah, I started vacation yesterday at 4, so I go back the 30th. Alright, let's bring up our overlay for the final results. Jimmy Johnson does take it by almost half a second, so yeah, nobody really could push him there at the end. Yeah, lots of Fork Knife, absolutely. There's only, well, they started with, I don't know what they're doing, dude. They had 1, and then yesterday they had 2. So I'm not sure what they are doing with that. It's just really weird. But they're marked on the map like the I guess the mobile anomaly is. They're marked on the map like that, so you know where they are. And I think the mechs are built so they're always in the same 2 spots so far. Like they don't move from where they generate. So it's really weird what they're doing. Alright, so we did have Jimmy Johnson win, Carl Edwards, Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, Rex White. Richard Petty did get up to 6th. I'm pretty sure he started way back. So he did phenomenal, if that's true. Terry Labonte, I think he qualified in the top 5, so he only lost a couple spots. Matt Kenseth, Bill Elliott, there's a good name. And Morgan Shepherd round out your top 10. Dale Jarrett qualified second, first or second. He ended up 12th, so he had some trouble. So let's get that off of there. Let's get that off and that off and that off. Well, that's not. Wait, that should be right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to end that one there, and we will be right back with the community race. They are at a different track. I do not know off the top of my head which one that is, but hopefully you guys will stick around or drop back by in just a few minutes. And we'll be taking a look at those guys. Let's go ahead and, before we do any of that, let's get our race in the books here with a done and a done. And there's your winner, Jimmy Johnson. Kurt Busch continues to lead the points there. All right, so let me go ahead and back out of that. We'll move over to the other series right now. And they are going to be at Bristol on the dirt. That's going to be Actually, that's not right. They are going to be at Bristol on the dirt. Just didn't have the right roster. All right, so we'll stop it there. I'll still be here. I appreciate it, Center. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We will be right back, and we'll start the Legends race. I'd just like to split them up because they're easier to move over to YouTube's all. So I appreciate y'all's patience, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Peace.